Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of the new book, Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, available now in paperback, Kindle, and now on Audible audiobooks. So I will put the link below where you can go to Audible or Amazon and download a copy of the Audible. This is unabridged. It's like 4.5 hours of listening that you can do while you're driving or just doing menial tasks around the house. So it'll be like watching one of my videos, but it's the entire book read to you. Now, if you are currently reading Twin Flame Romance and you leave a review on Amazon, once the review is up on Amazon, go ahead and take a screenshot, email it to me at michellefondinauthor@gmail.com, and I will send you a promo code for a free Audible copy of Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy. And also, if you would like to book a twin flame reading with me, romance reading, or just a general reading, go ahead and email me at michellefondinauthor@gmail.com. I have about 6 slots per week available to do readings. I am doing other things. I do other consultations and I teach yoga classes and I do these YouTube videos. So I don't have a whole lot of time to do readings, but I will definitely schedule you in if you reach out to me. So welcome today to the Twin Flame energetic reading for the week. This week, again, I don't know how it was for you guys as divine feminines. If you're out there as a divine feminine, if you're a divine masculine, we'll see how the week has been for you. But for this week as a divine feminine energy, it's been a pretty rough week. I'll tell you that. It's just last couple of weeks have been a little bit on the rough side. Now, obviously, we have highs and lows and ups and downs, totally normal, right? Also, I believe, like in the span of my lifetime, that one of the hardest months for me has always been October. I don't know why. Now, I'm living in Southern California, so it's definitely better than any other October I've ever had, including, well, maybe last October was good as well. I was working full time, but it just, I don't know why. It's just like the shift into fall. I'm just not good with fall weather in general, or winter weather for that matter, but living in SoCal, it's definitely a ton better, a whole lot better than it has been when I was living on the East Coast with colder temperatures. So if you are living in colder temperatures, God bless you. I don't know, like again, I don't know how your week went. And so what I do in this reading, if you've never watched one of my readings before, I started this about 3 to 4 weeks ago. I can't even remember now. And it's a weekly energetic update for the Twin Flame Collective, that watches this. Now, if you're watching this, the message is obviously for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching it, right? So what I do is I pick one tarot card, typically unless if 2 fall out, for the Divine Feminine, 1 for the Divine Masculine, 1 for the couple, and then I pick a card from another deck, the ones that they wanted me to reach out for again today. This was like 2 weeks ago. Are these cards? This is the Angel Therapy cards. So we're gonna pick 1 for each from the Angel Therapy cards as well. I also pick a card from, let me hold this up for you, from the Romance Angel deck as well. And that's for the couple, that's for the Twin Flame couple. So let's just clear the room, clear the energy. And we just wanna know for the Divine Feminine first, what the angels and guides for twin flames. There are special twin flame angels for twin flames. There you go. And one thing I do as well is I always reach out to my twin flames, guardian angels as well, to help transmit messages to my twin flame, but also just like as a general protection and general just talking to them as well as my guardian angels. Now, I have heard, I don't know if this is true, I've heard that twin flames actually also share a guardian angel together. Between the 2 of them, they share a guardian angel. So we reach out to the guardian angels, romance angels, twin flame angels, Archangel Michael. We always ask Archangel Michael to oversee any reading and just for protection, to be able to protect you and your twin, to be able to protect this reading, to keep it sacred and holy, and to keep any lower energies out of the reading. That's really what's so important. And each time, even if you read for yourself, make sure that you have you call upon Archangel Michael to cast away any lower energies and just to protect the reading. Do this if you're channeling too. If you're channeling information or if you're talking to your twin in the 5D, always have Archangel Michael there present. He's the protector, and he will keep you safe and keep out the noise of other things that don't include you and your twin. When you're doing readings for you guys, or you're doing like channelings, or you're just talking to your twin, you just want to make sure that you have that divine protection around you at all times. So the first card we're going to pick is for the Divine Feminine. Angels and guides, Divine Feminine, what is the collectivity? This is starting today, October 20th, moving forward for the week till next Saturday, or this coming Saturday. Divine Feminines. We're gonna pick a Angel Therapy card for Divine Feminines. What do the Divine Feminines need to know in this collectivity? Divine Feminines, what do the Divine Feminines need to know in the collectivity, please? Okay, we're gonna pick a card for the Divine Masculine. Now, I don't flip any cards up until I'm actually reading. I even do that in my personal readings. I keep them face down. I like to reveal the cards to my clients as it's being revealed to me. There you go. So Divine Masculine, please give us the energy of Divine Masculine in this collectivity. Okay, that one came up right away. Divine Masculines. Masculine need to know. Okay, that one came up right away too. So really very poignant messages, I think, for Divine Masculines this week, because the energy was there, definitely. Now this is for the Twin Flame couple. What does the Twin Flame couple need to know together to learn and grow? Twin Flame couple to learn and grow. Whoa, okay. That was really jumpy. Okay. I was just asking my angels and guides if they needed me to pick 2 tarot cards for the couple, and they just said no, one's fine. Okay, Twin Flame couple, please. Twin Flame couple, please. Okay. And then this one is for the romantic energy for the week. I always like to pick romantic energy for the week for the Twin Flame couple. What is the romantic energy for the Twin Flame couple this week? Okay, really simple this week. So not a lot of movement except for the Divine Masculine. It seemed to be really, the energy seemed to be jumpy for the Divine Masculine. So we'll see what comes up. Aw. All right, the Divine Feminines. This is the Eight of Water. This is the energy that's upcoming for the week. The Eight of Water is about wanting to move on. It's this feeling, I need to move forward, I need to move on, I need to leave the past behind me. I am going through my spiritual growth and I just need to move forward. I need to let something go. It's the search for something more meaningful. It's a search for something that is going to bring you joy, happiness, bliss. It's something that's going to move you closer to the light. Now, it's really funny that that came up this week, because last week, this past week for me, that's what was happening. That's actually what was going on. And I do post about that and have posted about that. And I think the last video I posted a little bit about that. And it's the thing about the Eight of Water, it usually involves deep emotions, but it also indicates that it's your choice. It's your choice to move on. It's your choice to move forward. It's your choice to move toward the light, move towards something better, and to leave the past behind you. Now, one message that I kept getting this past week, and if this resonates with you, obviously this message is for you too, is that I've been feeling and getting the messages that it's the ending of something. Now, I always dig deeper because I'm like, oh, is it the end of my twin flame connection? No, absolutely not. It's not the end. You cannot end this thing. For me, it's like letting go of the past, and letting go of the past in more ways than one. So I believe it was last week or the week before, we really talked about letting go of like people from your past, like past karmic relationships or toxic people or people that don't serve you and your mission anymore, just letting go of those people. What I'm feeling that the energy moving away from this week is letting go of the past, literally letting go of the past. So anything that's happened to you in the past, your past belief system that has not served you in the past and is not serving you in the future. Letting go of the past with your twin, meaning there were a lot of hurts, heartaches, sorrows, maybe things said, things not said. And so what this energy keeps saying is you need to let that go. It has to be a clean slate. It has to be something brand new, shiny, new beginning, all of that. It can't be, you can't dredge up the past and carry it forward with you into the future. So really that's what that energy is all about. Like, it's about, don't dredge up the past, don't carry the past into the future. Allow the past to be buried in the past. You don't need it anymore, but you can move toward a brighter future. So this is, and it's really interesting that these two are pretty tied together, and this is the law of attraction. And so what this is saying to me is that the energy that you're now embracing, the energy that you're embracing that is doing all of this, like letting go of people from your past, letting go of those energies from the past, releasing the things that are toxic that you no longer need, like old belief systems. When I talk about old belief systems, I'm talking about a belief that you had about yourself that was preventing you from moving into what you dream about, what you desire, what you dream about every single day or you have dreamt about. And when we hold on to these old belief systems, we can't move forward because we're kind of stuck. We're tethered to those limiting beliefs. And so for the Divine Feminine Collective this week, what the angels and guides are saying is that continue to do the work at letting go of the past and what you don't need anymore, including your belief systems that aren't serving you. And what you're going to do is you're going to attract to you the relationships you want, the activities that you want. And it's really funny because this is water, 8 of water, and this angel or fairy, she's sitting around a bunch of fish. So it almost looks like she's sitting at the bottom of the ocean or something. But you know, water really does involve emotions, and it also is representative of cohesiveness. So gluing together or connecting or bringing together people, bringing together circumstances, bringing together events. And so when you're able to attract to you what you want, it usually comes from a space of letting go of what you don't want, or letting go of what you don't need, or letting go of those toxic things in your life that are holding you back and keeping you from living your greatest destiny. So I love that. Continue to purge out what you don't need. Just cut it away, purge it. And that could be what they're giving me. Oh, this sucks. I've done this, honestly, for the most part. I've done this. What they're giving me is any relics of past relationships you need to get rid of. Love letters, cards, gifts from past boyfriends, girlfriends, you need to let those go. Trash them. And I know it sucks to kind of like let go of those memories because, you know, some of those memories, I'm sure they weren't all bad. Some of those memories were kind of good, but energetically speaking, you just need to do a clean sweep and like sweep those away as well. That also includes what they're saying. That also includes text messages from your twin that may not have been all positive. So delete those. Delete, delete, delete. Wow, okay. A lot of water energy this week. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. What I got for the tarot card that I got for it's funny because in the water suit, there aren't, this is cups, right? In traditional tarot, the cup suit, there aren't very many, I don't want to say negative cards, but I like to call them challenging cards because my mentors that taught me how to read through tarot, my mentors said, like, everything is useful, everything is helpful, but there are some aspects of your life that are more challenging and there are some that are more creative, abundant, flowing. And so both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine this week got 2 challenging water cards, like having to do with deep emotion. And so this is the 5 of water. This is the Divine Masculine, okay? 5 of water, this is things not turning out as you had hoped. And it also says crying over spilt milk. Now, in order to change this situation, they need to change. The number 5 represents change. They need to change their perspective, changing their perspective. What I see is that the Divine Masculine was really trying to make their lives work really well based on past beliefs and past relationships and past friendships and past beliefs about the goals that they actually wanted to achieve. And they were holding on to those goals and people for so long, and for like they were holding on to them like so tightly. And they were working really hard to hold on to those. Okay? So what I'm seeing is like some of them, if they were Divine Masculines, they wanted to be like CEOs of companies. They wanted to create a new business. They wanted to become a doctor. So they went to medical school. Like they had all these like really high goals and achievements, or like maybe it was just a relationship that they were holding on to. Like they were married and the marriage wasn't working out and they know it wasn't working out, but they were holding on to that marriage, like trying to put every ounce of energy they could into that marriage to make it work. And so what this 5 of water is representing is that when they really delve into all of their emotional energy, like into those goals and achievements that they really thought that they wanted, because they're like, well, this is something that I've wanted for a really long time, so I'm gonna put all my effort and emotion into this to make sure it works. Well, what happened is it crumbled down. It did not work. And one of the reasons why it didn't work was because A, they weren't paying attention to their feelings. Like your body will give you signals, and like your angels will definitely give you signs through feelings. So the way your body feels, the way you feel, your intuition, your hunches, like all of that. And what happened with this group of Divine Masculines is that they were ignoring those hunches and feelings. They were completely ignoring it the entire time. Their bodies were sending them signals. Their minds were sending them signals. Their emotions were sending them signals. Their angels and guides were sending them signals. Completely ignoring them. 100% ignoring them. They were like, no, I need to move forward toward my goals with passion, with drive. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I've done my whole life. This is what I want to do. And since they weren't tuning in to their bodies and their emotions on like, is this working? Is this not working? Well, what happened was this week or last week, it all came crashing down. Meaning like they finally had this flood of emotions and this realization, like, this really didn't work. It really didn't work. So what I see this as is that they have this new opportunity with you, like this new beginning, this new opportunity. Like they know, like in their intuition, they know they have these 2 shiny cups that are together. See the 2 shiny cups that are together? That brings them great emotions, that brings them great feelings. And so instead of looking at those 2 shiny cups filled with emotion and filled with joy and actually filled with opportunity, that's what they're not realizing. That when you are in alignment with your life path and purpose, that opportunity will arise. And so instead of being filled with these cups that are way out here, way out in front, filled with opportunity because it's connected to their twin and connected to their divine life purpose. So they will actually be successful in their endeavors. Maybe not the endeavors they had in mind before, but new endeavors. That if they just paid attention to that, they could move forward. But what's happening is like they realize this great disappointment of, oh my God, everything that I was trying to do wasn't working. So they're looking back into the sand, if you will, metaphorically, where all these cups have fallen, right? So they're kind of like looking down at the ground at everything that didn't work and everything that crumbled down. And they're like, darn, I put so much effort and investment and money, maybe, you know, just like all this stuff into these goals, and they're not working out the way I had hoped. And this really sucks. And so they're feeling like kind of like disappointed and downtrodden. And not only that, unfortunately, is there's a lot of self-pity. There's this feeling, this defeatist mentality of like, why does this always happen to me? I really try and try and try and try, and it's not working. Well, the reason it's not working, Divine Masculines, is that you need to tune into your body with everything that you do. Listen to your emotions, listen to your intuition, and you will make instant course corrections, okay? And also, when you are connected with your Divine Feminine the way you're supposed to be, you will flourish. So they need that change in perspective. Now, the great thing is Archangel Michael are not going to leave these Divine Masculines by the wayside. Archangel Michael, remember I mentioned Archangel Michael in the beginning of the reading? He is always with them, and he's going to help them cut away the things that they no longer need. And he's also going to help to protect them, to keep them from this fear-based energy, and to help them actually move forward from their disappointments and self-pity. And by cutting all that away, by cutting like the disappointments, the failures, the fear, really, by cutting away all of that, and by helping them to stay strong, they will turn toward the two full cups that are together, and they will begin to see, oh, duh, maybe this works. But before, they wouldn't see that. They just totally would not see it. Interesting. So the collective energy for the couple, a lot of psychic and intuitive energies. We talked about psychic, we talked about intuitive, we talked about deep emotions, right? I love this because it shows two psychic cards, literally, and I'll show you the first one first. The first one is the High Priestess, which usually indicates Divine Feminine energy, but in this case, the message goes much, much deeper than that. So first of all, I'd like to draw your attention to the number 2. Number 2 for twin, right? Number 2, bringing two people together. Now, the High Priestess is about information being revealed to you. Information that was once hidden, that was once kept a secret, that has now been revealed. It's open. It's an open book. As you see the angel, this is Archangel Haniel, which is the archangel who really is connected to more the ethereal world. And angel, like there's a lot of beautiful things happen with Archangel Haniel. But as you see, this is like the book of secrets or divine secrets, or you could call like the Akashic records. The book in this imagery is open. So the secrets have now been open and revealed. So anything that was hidden has been opened and revealed, which means that for both the Divine Masculine and both the Divine Feminine, that the information is now open. The book has opened. So the secrets, if the Divine Masculine collective and the Divine Feminine collective, either one remained in the darkness about the connection and the meaning of it spiritually, that's now being opened. It's totally becoming revealed. And it's a great thing because now the partnership is a possibility as they are both awakened to what this actually is. Now, the other thing that the High Priestess indicates is that there are things happening behind the scenes that you might not be aware of. There's a lot of orchestration of events, orchestration of angels and guides and divine will that's happening behind the scenes that you can't see, that you're not meant to see yet. And the one thing that it indicates is that patience is really, really important now. Because even though the book has been opened and revealed, and so the Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminines are now seeing what was written there, like what the intentions are for this union, it doesn't mean that the union is just going to be like that, like zipped up right there. It means that there are some things that are happening that need to be put into place in order for the reunion to happen. And it doesn't mean that they're not happening. It means that it's actually like there's a lot of things that you can't see. And so patience is required. Now, one of the things, the other card that came up is mediumship. So this means, for me, this means the increased psychic capabilities for both parties that are heightened now. So you may have seen the increase of being psychic, of your intuitive capabilities awakening and opening up. But guess what? Your twin, if you are divine feminine, your divine masculine is now awakened to his or her psychic abilities and vice versa. So if you are a divine masculine, your divine feminine has been awakened to their psychic abilities as well, which is really super duper cool. Yay. What that means for the twin flame couple, that means that communication, telepathic communication is even stronger, and you're able to communicate telepathically more readily than before, okay? And that you should practice that. Practice your channeling, practice your communication in the 5D with your twin. Really get to know your twin in the 5D, get to know your twin's higher self on a conscious level. You always know them on a subconscious level. On a conscious level, really get to know them. Develop your spiritual gifts. That's another message as well. So let's see what, oh yeah, okay. So we talked about behind the scenes, right? We did. We talked about behind the scenes. So I asked about the romantic energy between the couple this week, and I got healing family issues. Healing family issues. And what I am getting from this is there are some things from the past that are still haunting you to today about growing up, about the way your parents acted and interacted together, about expectations surrounding marriage and relationships that may have been a little outdated, if you will, or maybe that are no longer serving you in this current place where you're at right now. And I see that you need to forgive your parents, and this could be for you or for your twin flame, that you need to forgive your parents for being the way that they have been with you, and just know that they were doing the best that they could at the time. And that even if they're being a certain way today that doesn't agree with your belief system, or you're just irritated, they get on your nerves, that it's good to extend that forgiveness and grace and acceptance of who they are. Because we can't change our parents. No matter how hard you try, you cannot change your parents. I'm sorry, it just does not work that way. But you can just accept them for who they are. I mean, that doesn't mean you have to be around them all the time, but you just need to like come to a place of acceptance that they did the best that they could. If they're in your life, then they're trying to do the best they can to be in your life. If they're not in your life, maybe that's a blessing too. Maybe intuitively they knew that the best way to be a parent was to stay away from you for your own good, right? We don't always see it with that perspective. Abandonment is a huge issue. I had the good fortune of having both my parents while I was growing up. Now, they were divorced. It wasn't an ideal situation. There was a lot of tumultuousness during my childhood, but I did have the good fortune of having both parents present. However, like I know for a lot of you out there was either one or both parents that were not present during your childhood. And the perspective that you might need to take here in forgiveness is maybe that was for the best. Maybe it was for my higher good that one of those parents or both were not there, that somehow they knew they would mess me up even more if they were actually present. So just, take that perspective. But this means also that your twin is working on healing family issues. And so that might be the reason for the delay. That might be the reason of working things behind the scenes. Like, those are the things that maybe you cannot see. What I see is that for the divine masculines especially, they're very shy and they love their families. They really do. They really, most of the divine masculines in this collective, they're very family oriented and they really love their families. However, they have been in some toxic family situations. I mean, this is not for everybody, but this is for a lot of them. They've been in really toxic family situations and they've been shy about it. Like, they're very like gentle and shy, meaning they're not gonna like outrightly tell you their woes about their family because they're a little protective over their family at the same time. Like, at the same time, they're very protective. So they're not gonna go spreading their dirty laundry all over the streets, if you will. So they're very shy about sharing that. But they're like having to deal with a lot of family issues that made them feel sad, really sad, that they had to like confront family members, let go of some family members, make the decision to just stay away from certain family members, and you don't know about it. You don't know because they wouldn't tell you and they wouldn't be upfront or upright about it because they just, it's not that they felt embarrassed, it's just that they were more protective. They kind of felt like, just because I have an issue with my family or certain family members doesn't mean I need to go put that on somebody else. So that's when I say they were shy about it, that's what I mean. It's not that they were never, ever, ever like they've never had ill will. That's what it was. They never had ill will. So just, you know, be really patient if that is the case for your divine masculine, or if you think that that might be the case for your divine masculine, just stay really compassionate toward them. And also make sure that, again, if you're the divine feminine, make sure you're letting go of those final things that you need to let go of from your past that you no longer need in order to create a better future for yourself and for your twin. And also to help you move toward the light to attract into your life what you do want to attract. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you want to book an individual one-on-one reading with me, go ahead and email me at michellefondinauthor@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking my channel. And thank you so much for sharing this video with other twin flames. And I appreciate your support of this YouTube channel by buying a book or 2 or 3, pledging your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/MichelleSFondin, or shopping at my Amazon store, which the link is below for that too. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video.